All right, Derek to Mike here with Two Guys Build a Biz, and in this episode we're going to be talking about how to come off not like a sleazy salesman, come off naturally and have winning conversations with prospects. Hey, Derek to Mike here with Two Guys Build a Biz, the best place on YouTube for SMMA, entrepreneurship, and digital freedom. So congratulations, you've made it. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the like button. It really helps us out. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps us out a lot, get this out to more people and allow them to live their dreams, have financial freedom, and travel the world, or whatever happiness looks like for you. That's what we're trying to share here on this channel. I just had a prospect call yesterday, and I was thinking back why it went so well. After the call, they said, hey, this is something we definitely want to move forward with. It was an hour long, and at the end of the call, he basically said, looks like we're coming up at the top of the hour. It really feels like it hasn't even been an hour yet. That happened because it was a natural conversation. It was strategic. It was collaborative. So many people approach sales as this aggressive thing that they have to go and take, when really it's like, what can you give and how can you meet them and gain common ground? Listen, all these, beta tech, people perceive it as beta, but really it's the most alpha thing that you can do. I'm just gonna pull up an email that I got from him. So after the call, he said, Derek, thank you for your time yesterday. It was very valuable. I look forward to moving forward. All the best in Colorado, Justin. Very friendly, short and sweet message. We're definitely going to move forward with this prospect. It was just a great call. And the reason why it was so great is we didn't come at him just, all this energy and trying to convince him. It was a one-to-one conversation. I really feel like especially new people and new salesmen, saleswomen, when they jump on the phone, they are so hyped, so overly friendly that it comes across immediately disgenuine and puts up a flag or a wall, so to speak, with your prospects. So one of the biggest things that I learned very, very early, I've made thousands and thousands of calls, thousands of pitches, large enterprise organizations to small organizations to our agency today. And a big piece of advice that I got very, very early on was dial it back. Have a conversation with the person on the other line just like you would if you were picking up the phone and talking to a friend. The last thing you want to do is pick up the phone and just be like, hi, Mr. DeMike, how are you doing today? That's not how you would talk to a friend. That's not at all how you would call up your buddy. You would just say, hey, how's it going? Derek, yeah, good to chat with you again. Very calm. Think of yourself like a highly skilled professional, because that's what you are. So if you think of a lawyer or a doctor, how are they going to talk to you in the office? Are they going to be like, trying to pitch you on this thing? No, they're going to be surgical. They're going to be calm, cool, collected. That's the type of attitude that you need to persuade on the phone. So you're not coming across desperate. You're not trying to push all these ideas and strategies on them. You're pulling them in. So kind of a perfect example, I'm a big Office fan, nerd of The Office. I probably watched the season a billion times. I was listening to this podcast. It's like behind the scenes, very, very nerdy stuff. But what they were saying is as they were acting and acting out the parts, the producers and the writers of the show consistently push them to dial it back. Obviously you have the main character, Michael. He's very eccentric and out there. But all the other characters, to really relate with the audience, they always wanted them to dial back the lines. Instead of stating it very loudly and all these big inflections in their voices, they would say a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Okay, calm it down a little bit, dial it back. So before you jump on that next prospect call, before you jump in that next meeting, remember to just dial it back and just have a natural conversation. Ultimately, you want to listen to them. Ultimately, you want to gain common ground, but treat it like a friend. Obviously, you got to be professional. You want to be excited about your services. I'm not saying go in there just dull and monotone, but having a cool, calm, and collected voice, not having these overly hyped inflections, is going to go a long way. Put the prospect at ease to have a natural conversation. Like before we started the call, I wasn't, how are you doing? Mickey Mousing my voice. It was just very calm, like, oh, where are you from? Cool. Yep, I'm from here. Yeah, you know, we just moved out here, talked about the transition to the mountains, all that good stuff. And it was a great call. And then we got into business. It was super informative and valuable. And that's ultimately what you want when you have a conversation. So next time you're on the phone, just dial it back. Just a little bit, because you're gonna throw up some red flags if you're just giving them that hi, how you doing, sir, being overly helpful, like you are of complete service to the prospect, when really you're giving value. You're coming in as the expert and you want to pull them in, be like, okay, what does this person know that I don't know? You know, you want to drive that curiosity. Same with your messaging. I see this way too often too. I'll get a wall of text on LinkedIn, or I'll get a wall of text on an email. Immediately cut that stuff down. Make it conversational. Make it short and sweet. You wouldn't send that to a buddy. You wouldn't send that to a family member. Don't send that to your prospects. Number 2, the same thing that we're talking about when dialing it back on the phone, you want to dial it back on the messaging. You don't want to say, hey, how are you doing? Hope everything is well. Like, you don't even know me yet. Calm down. You know, let's keep it to the point. Respect my time. Let me know why you're reaching out to me and what value you can bring. This whole how are you doing, it's so overly played in the industry. And even if it is genuine, if that's your natural personality, it's gonna come off as fake because they've heard it so many times before. So take a look at your spam folder, take a look at your inbox, and just look for some common threads and completely throw that away. Make it short and simple. Like, respect their time, be calm, dial it back. You're gonna have a great conversation. And if you're not already in the blueprint, join the SMMA Blueprint. We have client meeting guides, scripts that can walk you through these meetings, verbatim, the questions that you need to ask to really put yourself in a powerful position. But if you're past that point, you've already scaled your business, use this as a reminder to dial it back and have a natural conversation. Like I said, when I first started cold calling, first started getting on the phone, the best piece of advice that I got was act like you're calling your buddy. Act like you're calling your friend. Keep it calm and collected. Don't be overly hyped to chat with these people, and you're gonna have success. And I did, and it went extremely well. That was the best piece of advice I got when first starting out, and even today when having conversations on the phone. So hopefully that's valuable. To some of you, it might be common knowledge. Maybe this is just a reminder, but think about that next time you're on the phone. Just a little conscious trigger to dial it back a little bit. If you found this valuable at all, please like the video. Please hit the subscribe button as well. It would definitely help us out. And again, I know I said this in the last video, I will be updating you on what I'm doing. You know, I'm out here in the mountains. And yeah, I will be giving you an update, a house tour, all that good stuff very, very soon. So until next time, we'll see you in the next video.